Good morning, everyone. I would like to call this meeting of the Committee on Judiciary and Public Safety to order. I'm Councilmember Brooke Pinto, Chairwoman of the committee. Today is Monday, December 9th, 2024. The time is now 11:39 a.m. We have a quorum with the presence of Ward 6 Councilmember Charles Allen, at-large Councilmember Christina Henderson, and at-large Councilmember Anita Bonds. We have 9 items on the agenda today. PR 25-997, Police Complaints Board, Jeffrey H. Tignor, Confirmation Resolution of 2024. PR 25-998, Police Complaints Board, Earl Fowlkes Jr., Confirmation Resolution of 2024. PR 25-1035, Clemency Board, Dr. Indira Henard, Confirmation Resolution of 2024. PR 25-1036, Clemency Board, Phylisa Carter, Confirmation Resolution of 2024. PR 25-1047, Clemency Board, Dominic Henry, Confirmation Resolution of 2024. PR 25-988, Fire and Emergency Medical Services Department Medical Director David Vitberg, Confirmation Resolution of 2024. PR 25-996, Confirmation Information, Corrections Information Council Governing Board, Natasha Dasher, Confirmation Resolution of 2024. PR 25-1068, Executive Director of the Office of Neighborhood Safety and Engagement, Kwelli Sneed, Confirmation Resolution of 2024. And Committee on the Judiciary and Public Safety, Fourth Staff Appointment Resolution of 2024. There's no objection from members. I'll move the nominees for each agency en bloc, starting with the Police Complaints Board nominees. These resolutions would confirm Jeffrey H. Tignor and Earl Fowlkes Jr. to serve as members of the Police Complaints Board. The resolutions were introduced by Chairman Mendelson at the request of Mayor Bowser on October 10th, 2024. Both Jeffrey H. Tignor and Earl Fowlkes Jr. are current board members and have been renominated. The Police Complaints Board is an independent body tasked with working alongside the Office of Police Complaints, or OPC, to review OPC's complaint dismissal terminations, conduct periodic review of the citizens' complaints review process, and issue both policy recommendations and reports related to MPD and OPC operations. The board has 9 seats, 5 of which are currently filled. With the confirmation of these nominees, the board will still have 4 vacancies remaining. PR 25-997 would reconfirm Jeffrey H. Tignor as a member of the Office of Police Complaints Board. Mr. Tignor currently serves as the acting director for the Office of Communications and Business Opportunities at the Federal Communications Commission, or FCC, where he advises the chairwoman and the commissioners on small business issues. He brings extensive public service experience, including serving as ANC commissioner for 4B08 and engaging with public safety issues affecting his community, as well as holding various leadership positions during his over 20-year career at the FCC. Mr. Tignor received his Bachelor of Arts in Government from Harvard University and his Juris Doctor from Duke University School of Law, where he currently serves as an adjunct professor. He is a Ward 4 resident. PR 25-998 would reconfirm Earl Fowlkes Jr. as a member of the Police Complaints Board. Mr. Fowlkes serves as President, CEO Emeritus, and founder of the Center for Black Equity, overseeing a membership of 35 Black LGBT prides across multiple countries and managing various government and foundation grants. His extensive experience includes serving as Executive Director of the DC Care Consortium and Damien Ministries, Inc., where he managed substantial budgets and staff while providing crucial community services. Mr. Fowlkes received his Bachelor of Arts in History from Rutgers University and studied social work at the City College of New York. He is a Ward 6 resident. With that, I now move the prints and reports of PR 25-997 and PR 25-998 with leave for staff to incorporate this discussion and make any technical, editorial, and conforming changes. Is there any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Thank you. The ayes have it unanimously. I will now move the nominations for the Clemency Board. These 3 resolutions would confirm Indira Henard, Phylisa Carter, and Dominic Henry to serve as members of the Clemency Board. The resolutions were introduced by Chairman Mendelson on October 22nd, 2024 at the request of the mayor, and all 3 nominees are current board members, and all have been renominated. The Clemency Board was established in 2018 within the Executive Office of the Mayor to review applications from individuals convicted of DC code offenses. Due to the district's unique status, the President of the United States, not the Mayor, holds the exclusive power to grant clemency, and the Board provides recommendations directly to the President for consideration. The Board serves as a crucial local step in the clemency process providing district-level review and advocacy for deserving cases while working in parallel with the U.S. Department of Justice's Office of Pardon Attorney. The board consists of 7 members, including 5 mayoral appointees with specific qualifications: a returning citizen, a mental health professional, a victims' rights expert, criminal law attorney, and community member, along with the Attorney General and the Council's Judiciary Committee chairperson. PR 25-1035 would reconfirm Dr. Indira Henard to the DC Clemency Board as Executive Director of the District of Columbia Rape Crisis Center, the oldest rape crisis center in the country. Dr. Henard brings over 20 years of experience in addressing gender-based violence through nonprofit and advocacy work. Her leadership has earned the organization numerous accolades, including recognition as one of the best places to work by Washington Business Journal. She has provided high-level training to local nonprofits and international NGOs, leading to achievements such as opening the first rape crisis center in Lagos, Nigeria. Dr. Henard was selected to advise Secretary Lloyd Austin III and the U.S. Office of the Secretary of Defense through an independent review commission on military sexual assault. Her numerous accolades include the 2020 Washington Women of Excellence Award and being named Washingtonian of the Year. She is a Ward 3 resident. PR 25-1036 would reconfirm Phyllis Carter to the DC Clemency Board. Ms. Carter currently serves as an attorney advisor with the Social Security Administration, where she analyzes complex disability cases and provides guidance on applicable laws and procedures. Her 17 years of legal experience includes serving as an attorney advisor for the United States Small Business Administration, as a case investigator for the District of Columbia Public Schools. She previously served on the DC Corrections Information Council for 3 years, conducting prison inspections and evaluating facility conditions. As a senior staff attorney at Bread for the City's legal clinic, she worked with a community lawyering project to address systemic issues affecting residents east of the Anacostia River. Ms. Carter holds a Bachelor of Science in International Relations from Trinity College and a Juris Doctor from the Northeastern University School of Law. She is a Ward 8 resident. PR 25-1047 would reconfirm Dominic Henry to the DC Clemency Board. Mr. Henry currently serves as chair of the UPS Safety Committee and founded Young Men Incorporated Leadership Academy, an organization that has helped over 1,200 incarcerated individuals graduate and assisted more than 180 formerly incarcerated citizens to find employment. As a Federal Bureau of Prisons contractor and community liaison, he has visited over 30 federal prisons to provide perspective on reentry and on public safety. He previously served as program coordinator for the Mayor's Office of Returning Citizens Affairs Electrician Program for men in Ward 8, where he developed individual plans for participants and coordinated public safety initiatives. Mr. Henry holds a degree in industrial organizational psychology from the University of Illinois Urbana and certification in the Occupational Safety and Health Administration's outreach training. He is a Ward 8 resident. With that, I now move the prints and reports of PR 25-1035, PR 25-1036, and PR 25-1047 with leave for staff to incorporate this discussion to make technical, editorial, and conforming changes. Is there any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you very much.
Aye.
Thank you. The ayes have it unanimously. I'll now move to the nomination for the Fire and EMS Medical Director. PR 25-988 would confirm Dr. David Vitberg as Medical Director for the Fire and EMS Department. Medical Director position is located in the DC Fire and Emergency Medical Services Department, or FEMS. FEMS is an all-hazards agency providing the state-of-the-art emergency medical patient care, treatment, and transportation to people in the District of Columbia. The medical director position was established to provide medical direction and oversight for the delivery of medical care, emergency medical training, and medical quality assurance programs of the department. The medical director works under the immediate direction of the FEMS chief. The medical director has full authoritative responsibility for planning, designing, and carrying out programs, projects, studies, and work assignments. The medical director has a number of duties and responsibilities within FEMS, including managing and supervising the efficient and effective delivery of medical care. The medical director is also responsible for certain contracting, procurement, and grant activities, including the analysis of medical contracting requirements for FEMS. Additionally, the medical director is responsible for maintaining close liaison with FEMS officials on all specifications, repairs, maintenance activities relative to ambulance vehicles, medical equipment and supplies, and other support equipment. The medical director must have special knowledge, skills, and certifications possess extensive knowledge of on-scene EMS operations, hazardous material scenarios, and hold an allopathic or osteopathic medical degree, and be licensed to practice medicine without restriction in the District of Columbia. Dr. David Vitberg currently serves as the interim medical director of FEMS. He was previously appointed by Mayor Bowser to the post of assistant medical director of FEMS in 2023. Dr. Vitberg has devoted the past 30 years of his life to attaining incremental education, training, and real world experience in preparation for the opportunity to serve in this role. He began volunteering in fire and EMS when he was in high school, became an EMT when he was a freshman at Brandeis University, completed training and certification as a paramedic during his first year of medical school, then completed firefighter training in the Maryland Fire and Rescue Institute during his first year as an attending physician while practicing emergency medicine and critical care. Dr. Vitberg served for 12 years at the Baltimore County Fire Department. He was appointed in 2011 as Assistant Medical Director and rose to the role of Deputy Medical Director and has devoted the past 30 years of his life to attaining incremental education, training, and real world experience in preparation for the opportunity to serve in this role. Parallel to his academic studies and full time work in hospital based practice, Dr. Vitberg has been continuously engaged in fire, EMS, and rescue activities, much of which was uncompensated volunteer work. Mr. Vitberg has active medical licensures in Maryland and the District of Columbia and also has received over 19 awards and honors over the last decade, including Top Doctor for Critical Care Medicine by Baltimore Magazine in 2016, 19, 20, 21, and 2022. I now move the print and report of PR 25-988 with leave for staff to incorporate this discussion and make any technical, editorial, and conforming changes. Is there any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much. The ayes have it unanimously. I'll now move to the nomination for the CIC Governing Board. PR 25-996 would confirm Natasha Dasher to serve as a member of the Corrections Information Council Governing Board. The resolution was introduced by Chairman Mendelson at the request of the Mayor on October 10th, 2024. Ms. Dasher is a first-time nominee. The District of Columbia Corrections Information Council, CIC, was created by Congress in 1997 for the purpose of investigating and conducting inspections of the district's correctional facilities. The CIC Governing Board's role is to provide advice and information to the Director of the Federal Bureau of Prisons, or BOP, and the Director of the District Department of Corrections, or DOC, regarding matters affecting the district's incarcerated individuals. The board is also tasked with reviewing the findings of the Executive Director of the CIC and making recommendations regarding the conditions of confinement of District of Columbia residents in BOP or DOC custody. The board consists of 5 members, 3 appointed by the mayor and 2 by the council. The mayor designates the chairperson of the board and the members of the board to serve for terms of 2 years. Natasha Dasher is the current administrative officer for the Federal Energy Management Program at the U.S. Department of Energy, or DOE. In this role, she provides budget input and justifications for assigned projects, prepares communications such as mission statements and reports, and interprets regulations related to energy efficiency and renewable energy initiatives. Ms. Dasher simultaneously serves as management and program analyst for the DOE Office of Undersecretary for Infrastructure. In this role, she ensures that the organization's strategic plan, mission, vision, and values are properly communicated to the strategies, goals, objectives, work plans, and work products and services. As a returning citizen, Ms. Dasher brings to the CIC her personal experience and understanding of processes and institutional knowledge. Ms. Dasher has also served as Commissioner of the Commission on Reentry and Returning Citizens Affairs from 2021 to 2023 and Chair of the Commission from 2023 to 2024. I now move the print and report PR 25-996 with leave for staff to incorporate this discussion and make any technical, editorial, and conforming changes. Is there any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Thank you very much. The ayes have it unanimously. I will now turn to the nomination for the Executive Director of the Office of Neighborhood Safety and Engagement. PR 25-1068 would confirm Kwelli Sneed as Executive Director of the Office of Neighborhood Safety and Engagement, otherwise referred to as ONES. ONES was created by the Neighborhood Engagement Achieves Results Act of 2015, which was passed by the Council in March 2016 to help reduce gun violence in the district while assisting families with the grief and trauma that result from these incidents. The mission of ONES is to build partnerships and implement strategies that reduce gun-related violence in the district. ONES fulfills this mission by coordinating the district's gun violence prevention and intervention initiatives using both public health and public safety tools, and by focusing on identifying and engaging with those most likely to be involved in gun violence, providing them with an alternative to crime. I want to discuss the nominee's professional and personal background, her vision for the future of ones, the need for tools to evaluate the effectiveness of our VI programs, and the need for consistent buy-in across our community in the VI model. Ms. Kwelli Sneed is currently serving as the Executive Director of ONES. Most recently, prior to serving as Interim Director of ONES, Ms. Sneed served as the Chief of Staff at Building Blocks DC, which would later become the Office of Gun Violence Prevention, or OGVP. While at Building Blocks, Ms. Sneed served as Senior Advisor to the Director for a staff of 40. She managed a $15 million budget that funded 15 agencies with support from the American Rescue Plan Act. In this role, Ms. Sneed also collaborated with the University of the District of Columbia to create a 4-week training program for violence interrupters. Acting Director Sneed has served in a wide variety of government roles at numerous district agencies, including the ONES, DPW, DPR, and DGS, prior to serving at OGVP and ONES. I recognize the nominee's career in public service and strengthening agencies that she has worked for. In order to truly provide a coordinated and strategic approach to reduce gun violence in the district, I believe that the district needs to merge and standardize its VI programs. Ms. Sneed's varied and expansive experience serving district government has equipped her with valuable skills and knowledge to effectively lead ones and foster interagency collaboration and coordination that is so needed right now. During the public roundtable on her confirmation, I appreciated hearing Ms. Sneed's vision, mission, and priorities for the future of ONES, as well as her plans to address gun violence in the district. I believe in the importance of the work of violence interruption, and I expect that Ms. Sneed will stay focused on what the committee believes should be the agency's #1 mission: to drive down gun violence and ensure that individuals most involved in such violence can get on a path to a peaceful and sustainable life. The committee believes that to make meaningful progress with this mission, ONES must remain focused on its specific and important role within the larger public safety ecosystem. The committee expects Ms. Sneed, if confirmed, to focus on several key improvements within ONES VI work: to standardize VI training and ensure that it complies with best practices, to provide enhanced oversight and management of its VI grants and grantees on an ongoing basis, to establish clear and robust metrics and tools to evaluate the effectiveness of VI work on an ongoing basis and through the duration of each grant. I want to underscore that the need to establish clear metrics and evaluation of VI initiatives has been a substantive area of discussion during the public roundtable and many other conversations the committee has had in recent months, and it's critical that the executive director of ONES focuses on this issue. Metrics and evaluation measures help determine whether a program is achieving its intended outcomes, such as reducing violence, improving community safety, or providing ongoing support to at-risk individuals. This evidence is essential for justifying continued funding, scaling successful interventions, and identifying areas that need improvement. Finally, I want to acknowledge some concerns that the next executive director of ONES needs to be able to act independently in this important role, which I believe ultimately stems from a concern that there may not be full buy-in across district government and the broader community in the VI model. The committee acknowledges that successful VI programs across the country need this collective buy-in across the government. In large part, they've been supported. In other places, we've seen success through a strong public-private partnerships with consistent buy-in from the relevant executive leadership, police chiefs, religious leaders, private sector employers, and violence interrupters. The committee encourages Ms. Sneed, if confirmed, to work with other leaders in the district government and the broader community to help others understand how VI as a model can be effective in reducing gun violence in the district and ensure that the public is appropriately engaged and educated on this work. The nominee faces significant challenges ahead to successfully address the issues of reducing gun violence, agency staffing shortages, and rebuilding trust within communities across the city. I do believe that Interim Director Sneed has the leadership qualities necessary to guide ONES through these challenges, and I thank her for her commitment to do so. I now move the print and report of PR 25-1068 with leave for staff to incorporate this discussion and make technical, editorial, and conforming changes. Is there any discussion? Councilmember Henderson.
Thank you, Chair Pinto. I just wanted to say very briefly, I recently had the opportunity to sit down with Director Sneed and learned about her recent changes that she's made to the agency, as well as her plans for the future. I felt like the conversation was certainly important given all that we have learned about the grant work that has been taking place at the Office of Neighborhood Safety and Engagement. um, Director Sneed, Acting Director Sneed, rather, she's from here, she's from the community, and has a deep sense of commitment and wanting to see this work be successful. I'm really excited about some of the conversations we had around where areas we could probably dip further into the work with tweens and young people, not just through the One's Leadership Academies, but some other more innovative partnerships and works um, within that regard. Um, I think the next chapter for One's requires leadership that is organized, that is strategic, that is willing to build partnerships, but also has a strong commitment to transparency, and establishing, as you noted, clear and robust metrics and tools to evaluate the effectiveness of the violence interruption work. Um, the violence interruption work is very much under scrutiny. And I think that Acting Director Sneed has a good understanding of the challenges ahead, and she's undeterred to be successful. And so I'm going to support her nomination, but I hope that the committee certainly continues with the necessary oversight work to ensure that this program can continue to see success in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember Henderson. Is there any other discussion? Okay. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Very much. The ayes have it unanimously. And finally, I will now move the Committee on the Judiciary and Public Safety Fourth Staff Appointment Resolution of 2024. The last item on the agenda today is the Committee on Judiciary and Public Safety Fourth Staff Resolution of 2024. This resolution appoints 3 staff members to the committee: Lynn Groft, Committee Director; James Nance, Legislative Counsel; and Lisa Wright, Senior Legislative Assistant. I thank you all for all of your hard and excellent work on behalf of the committee and the residents of the District of Columbia. I now move the Committee on the Judiciary and Public Safety Fourth Staff Appointment Resolution of 2024. Believe for staff to incorporate this discussion as well as make any technical changes. Is there any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Great. The ayes have it unanimously. If there is no other business before the committee, this concludes our markup today. The time is now 12:01.